All right, I'm just going to show you kind of the student side and the teacher side of Canvas when you upload assignments. So let's get to it. I am a student on this side and a teacher over here on the left. So let's say as a student that I go in, let's say I go in to check my grades and I see that I'm missing an assignment. Of course, I'm going to be missing a bunch of assignments because I'm not really in this class. But all right, so say I go in here and that it's an upload where they have to turn in something. So here was an assignment where a PDF had to be turned in. So I'm going to click on this assignment, and it just as if I was a student, I'm going to go to Submit Assignment, and I have instructions here on how to properly submit. If I'm on my Chromebook, I'm going to go to Choose File, and it'll go straight to my Google Drive. If you're on a computer and you've got it saved to the computer, you go to Choose File. These are not as reliable, but you can utilize these tools as well. So I'm going to go Choose File, and let's say that I have a PDF, and let's hope that I have one in here somewhere that I can utilize. Okay, so I've got a PDF in here, and I'm going to submit this assignment. So on the student side, it's going to have now a resubmit assignment. Okay, and if I go into grades, it should show that that assignment is now not missing. It says it's a late. And it shows that it's a 0 because my teacher has it set to where it's a 0 if it's turned in and not graded past the deadline. So it's automatically going to score it a 0. So students would come in here and not know whether that's really a 0 or whether I just haven't graded it. So as a teacher, on my teacher side, I'm going to go over here to the grades. And I am the test student. I'm the fake student here. So I'm going to go here. And you can see in the teacher grade book, I can see that test student has an assignment. So I'm going to click on test student here. And I can go to test students grades just the same way that I could go here. And I can see all the test students grades as well. Okay. Now, teachers are going to have automatically ways to grade. I like to personally go to the grade book. So where I was just at. Instead of clicking on the student, I'm going to click on the 3 dots, and I'm going to go into Speed Grader because I want to annotate on this assignment. So this is going to show me the student's assignment, and I'm on a computer, but you can see it says here's the file they uploaded. It was given a 0. If I want to give it a 0 instead of the automatic 0, I would click Use the Same Grade for the resubmission. But let's say I don't, that I'm looking at this assignment, and it goes on to these 2 pages, and then I have my Canvas annotation tools up here. So I can take a paintbrush, and I can choose a color, and I can draw here on this, and I can even add a comment. So I could say, good use of the text path, or whatever. And I could put that there. Or, you know, there's a text tool, there's a highlighter, all those different things are in here. You could do a point annotation, so maybe I want to say, put a point right here, and say, Snowflake is missing the stroke or whatever. Okay, so once I put all of those comments in there, I'm going to go bigger screen just so you can see it better. Then at this point, I'm ready to give the student some actual feedback. Okay, so it's going to automatically keep my information in here. And I'm going to give them a grade, let's say 4 out of 5. And then maybe I'm going to say, view feedback to see my notes. And then I might say, you may resubmit. I can put that in here. So my students have to know that it's important to go check for feedback, because if they don't read this comment, they may not ever see any of this information. All right, so let's go back over here. So that's the teacher side. Now I'm on the student side. And if I click on my assignment now for activity number 1, here now I can see my teacher comment. View feedback to see my notes. You may resubmit. So it's there. And I can click on the View Feedback button, and it's going to give me a preview. Now I'm only on a small screen, so it's not as easy to see here. But it's going to give me a preview. You can see here is the note. And if I go ahead and make this screen bigger, you'll be able to see. Well, I needed to do that before I clicked on View Feedback, but there we go. Okay. So you can see here now they can see good use of the path. And the snowflake is missing the stroke, and they can see all of that annotation feedback there. They can also, when they go to grades, see that I left a comment. So where it says late, and then there's this dialog box. So if my students have a 0, and there's a dialog box there, they know I've left them feedback. And they can click on that, and then it says view feedback to see my notes. Or if somebody turned in something incorrectly, I would let it score a 0, and then put in here what they did wrong. I can't view it. Please change your sharing settings or whatever. And that's pretty much the extent of it. That is how to annotate on the teacher side in Canvas and how to show your students so they can locate their feedback on the student side.